Good morning, y'all. This is Philippe, the Learn to Grow guy. Okay, my plan was not necessarily to make this video. Okay, that was not part. That is not part of my plan. That was not a part of my plan. Um, However, earlier this morning, I got off the phone with my cousin down in Florida, and I asked her if she knew what was going on out here in Eastern Tennessee, in North Carolina, and possibly in Virginia. And she said she didn't know. I told her about the flooding and roads being washed out, people being landlocked, how cities were wiped out, washed away. And she said she was not aware. So what I did is that I sent a text out to some of you out there asking whether or not you're aware as to what has been going on. And the minority says that yes, we're watching, I think it's HLN, Fox, and CNN. And my old friend said that yes, they have been showing it, and that seems to be the places where you're able to see what's been going on. And what he said is that it seems like, and I agree with him at this point, that the local news media, they're not showing what's going on. It's really a shame, okay? And I'm saying that because there's major disasters that's happened out there, okay? And it sort of bothers me as to where people are not aware so that people can help out and contribute, okay? I'm going to show you a series of partials from short videos that people are putting out there, and because I don't know how to do the editing that I need to do, and that's something I need to focus on, making sure that I learn, okay, so that I can share things effectively, okay. Like I said, I'm going to show you a series of parts, and in some cases, whole videos. That's what's been going on out there. All right. So here we go.
Helicopter 499 Delta Alpha, vicinity of Harley Davidson, moving back eastbound. Ironically enough, I was just up here in the summertime coming through this area. It was very beautiful.
Pilot Sam Slate has been dropping off water, diapers, and food for people who are cut off because of mudslides that wiped out entire roads.
What are you doing?
Lisa Ballneck says they know people who are still missing.
You go 5 minutes down the road and neighbors that you grew up with are gone. Their houses are gone. I don't know when life's going to get back to normal. But I'm thankful that we're okay and that our family's here together.
Here's the next one. I have to block my face, otherwise the videos become blurred. And I'm pausing so that I can try to keep this video as short as possible.
This is the Emeryville community of Washington County, Tennessee, where you can see many homes just reduced to a pile of rubble, pushed feet from their foundation and destroyed. But the story actually continues much farther up this road, farther than we can travel, into the Bumpus Cove and Little Germany community. That's where these volunteers are trying to take supplies. The only road in and out destroyed by the river.
Little Germany is a complete loss at this point. The road to Little Germany is completely washed away. You basically have to hug the cliff to be able to get in and out.
In Washington County, Tennessee, I'm Preston Ayers.
A tense scene unfolded in Tennessee on September 27th as flooding from Helene forced the sudden evacuation of the Unicoi County Hospital in Irwin. Staff and patients were told to evacuate early in the day, but flash floods surrounded the building so quickly that ambulances were cut off. The raging waters were also too unsafe for boats, leaving helicopters as the only escape for around 60 people who spent hours on the rooftop before being successfully rescued. Nearby, a breach at the Waterville Dam caused flooding in Newport that prompted a state of emergency and the evacuation of the downtown area. By the next morning, several dams in Tennessee and North Carolina were still in imminent danger of breaching, and evacuations were ongoing. River levels were reported to have hit record highs in the region, even as more rain was expected over the weekend.
Okay. This is the type of stuff that's been going on that apparently the media, local media, is not necessarily showing. However, the three stated media companies, apparently they're the ones, they're the main ones that seem to be covering what's been going on. So I'm really not too happy with the media at this point, considering what's been going on as far as how the media seems to be under control of certain people in our society, okay? How there's only a few people that basically, a handful of people that own all the media, and I guess they want you to know only what they want you to know. And I am so grateful for stuff like, I guess, X, YouTube, and whatever other companies out there that are actually allowing. And I know that YouTube like to tamper with what you put out there, and they'll ban you and all this other stuff. But right now, this is how information on this is getting out, okay? And I'm just grateful for that, all right? But there was something that I found out, okay? And here's a few things that happened, okay? You have a lot of people out there who's trying to do their best to help out, and you have certain individuals that seem to have interfered, okay? One example is that one of the towns, that's where people was using, this guy was using his own private helicopter to bring in stuff, food, water, cleaning supplies, whatever it is that the people needed, diapers, whatever the people needed. And this particular mayor of this particular town said that you're not allowed to use your helicopter to come in and do what you're trying to do. That was one. And then the other thing that I heard is that the governor of North Carolina went into one of the areas where people were helping out, trying to bring in through helicopter, because that's the only way they were able to get in to bring supplies into people. And when the governor decided to go there, they blocked off the airspace so that the help that the people were getting had to come to a halt, okay? But they're not the only ones that did that. Apparently also we had our current president and the vice president. They flew by the area also, and they too had the airspace frozen, or they stopped all other aircraft from flying in the area. So which meant that the help that the people were getting via the private helicopters were brought to a halt. And I understand about security and all, but you gotta, I mean, if that's the only way people are getting help, you cannot interfere in that, okay? You cannot interfere in that, all right? And we'll leave that alone at this point, okay? But the other thing that seems to be bothering me is the fact that you have people that have lost everything. Okay, there is no way some of these people will be able to rebuild and things like that. Okay, try to bring some kind of normal back into their lives. And it's something that is very similar to what happened in Hawaii. Okay, as to where the government says that yes, we're going to help out, and then what happens is that they offer the people $750 to cover everything that they lost. Okay, I'm not saying that some people do not have flood insurance. In the case out here, there's people who has who there was a case that I heard about an older fella who lived in a small cabin and such, and the flood insurance was costing $500 per month, and he was not able to afford that. Okay, things are just expensive. Okay. Going back to Hawaii, they gave the people $750 to cover whatever their expenses are, whatever the lodging costs are, relocation costs, food costs, clothing costs. Now, keep in mind that the people in Hawaii lost everything in that fire. Okay. What I recently found out is that they're offering our government is offering the same thing to these people who have lost everything. Okay, who is going to take decades to rebuild the areas back up? Okay, it's going to take decades. Roads and bridges do not get built overnight. Okay, it doesn't happen that way. Okay, it doesn't happen that way. Monies, just like the individual cities, counties, states, they need money so that they can redo these things. And what sort of ticks me off is the fact there's two things that really ticks me off. Two things. And this may get me into one of these may get me into trouble. Well, both of these may get me into trouble. But here we are, we're sending billions and billions of dollars overseas to people in other countries in wars, in my opinion, that we should not be supporting. Okay. We're sending all this stuff over there, and yet for our own people in this country, we're not able to provide them with some sort of something to help them reestablish themselves. But we're able to send money over to help kill a bunch of other people. And I know this is getting on the radical side, but we're able to send money overseas to help kill a bunch of people, but we're not able to help preserve life, to help build up life, to help build up our own economy here. What's wrong with this picture? What's wrong with that? Okay. And this is another one. This is sensitive. This is a sensitive scenario. Okay. And please keep in mind that I am Haitian. Okay. I know about what's being talked about as far as Haitians eating dogs, cats, pets, or whatever. Okay. So that they can sustain themselves. I'm Haitian. I hear about all this stuff. Okay. But I'm also an American citizen. Okay. I'm also an American citizen, and my father came to this country back in 1969. He came in the proper way, okay? He flew into this country. He had got established, worked for U.S. Steel all the way until U.S. Steel basically laid him off, and he retired from U.S. Steel, okay? What I have problem with is people that are coming into this country illegally, and our government is providing them with everything that they have a need for, okay? As to where some other people have gotten out. This is stuff that I've heard about, okay, as to where they've gotten I guess cards to buy food of $5,000, and they're receiving vouchers so that they can live in various places, which is why in some places people who have lived in some of these apartment buildings are being kicked out so that they can make room for the migrants who have larger sums of money coming from our government to pay for them, okay? And don't get me wrong, I think people should be helped, but I think we should also start helping with people here at home first, okay? We have a lot of American citizens that are homeless. You can look at some of the videos that's happening out in California and various other places. And I mean, don't get me wrong, again, like, I think help should be provided to our people, okay? And there's a lot of homeless people, from my understanding, that a lot of them are actually mentally ill and and providing mental care for people that's not our top priorities, okay? So again, we're helping everybody else but our own people here. We're helping everybody else. We're sending billions and billions of dollars elsewhere instead of investing money right here, okay, right here in this country to help get things back to where things are. We've got people who lost everything in these floods. We have people who lost everything in the fires in Hawaii. But we're sending money elsewhere. The monies that we could that could be provided to these people can go back to what helping rebuild homes, which is local businesses, okay? Helping feed people, helping providing medical care for people, okay? That money can help rebuild our own economy right here in this country. Again, I'm not saying not to help people, but charity needs to begin at home first, okay? Like I said, there's lots of stuff happening out there. You've seen some of the video clips I tried to show you, okay? Homes are wiped out. Cities are wiped out, okay? Cities are wiped out. When I say wiped out, I mean that I've heard of at least one city that's no longer there. Everything had been washed away, okay? And that's just not right, okay? Right now, we have our troops elsewhere instead of bringing them back home to help to get things going, to bring the food, the waters, and to restore waters, to restore whatever needs to be restored, to help get things rebuilt, help get people rescued from where they need to be rescued out of. I wish I had my own helicopter. I would have went out there trying to help as well. I don't have that, okay? But my plea to you guys is, if you know people who are able to reach out to our governmental folks, who's able to provide more than $750 to people who have no homes, people who may not have the ability to restore what they have had. If you know people like that, please reach out to them so that they're able to talk to the appropriate people necessary to get the help out, okay? But at the end of the day, they're not coming to rescue us, which means that we as a people, we need to get together. What I'm asking of you is that you please provide whatever help you're able to provide to those who have need. There are organizations out there. Samaritan Purse is one of those organizations that I trust. Personally, I don't trust the Red Cross, and here's why, okay? As I stated before, I am Haitian, okay? And I remember there was more than $1 billion that was given to the Red Cross to help rebuild Haiti, to help get things going, to get help to Haiti, and they pocketed that money. Okay, that money never got to where it's supposed to have gotten. And for me, from that point on, the Red Cross has showed its true nature, its true face. I will not provide any funds to the Red Cross, okay? I wish I could tell you about my own church's ADRA, okay, which is a disaster relief agency, okay, and to me they have performed quite well over the years. I tried calling them earlier today being Friday. I guess the office is closed. I wish they had somebody there to answer calls and things like that. And I guess you can donate to them online. But I guess my viewpoint is that I wish they had somebody there who would answer calls, even though today's Friday, beginning of Sabbath. I wish that we had somebody there who could answer calls and talk to people, as people would call and find out what they're doing to help out in this disaster that we have going on in our nation at this time. Guys, like I said, government's not coming to help us, okay? From what I'm seeing, $750 is nothing, okay? Nothing Okay. So what I'm asking of you is that reach out to the various groups that you know, do your own diligence. Okay, do your homework. Do your homework. Okay, find out who's worthy of receiving your money to provide the help that these people have a need for. All right. I'm not sure if it's too late to help out with Hawaii also, but do your homework, please, guys. Everything rests on our hands as the people. Okay. Once upon a time, they used to say that the United States is the number one place where charity comes out of. Okay, that's still us. That's still us. Now, our people in power may not be doing what some of the stuff they need to do. I'm saying may because I don't know what's going on behind the scenes as far as they are concerned. But all I know is that currently you have various Costco's, you have various Walmarts out here in Eastern Tennessee that are out of drinking water for the simple reason that people have been buying them up, trying to send them into the area where it's needed. Okay, they're sold out. They're sold out. Paper towels. A friend of mine from church sent me a video of, I think it is Costco, I believe it was, as to where the shelves were empty for certain items. It's a long aisle. Everything was just gone. People are reaching out to help. I'm asking you guys to do the same thing. Find out who's going into the areas locally. Okay, my recommendation would be to give locally. Other than Samaritan's Purse that I'm aware of, they have their own helicopters. They're flying in and they're trying to get things set up. People need medical attention out there too. Please keep in mind that a lot of our people, a lot of our citizens in this country, they're diabetic. Okay, they're diabetic. People are in need of meds and things like that. And if Samaritan Purse is the only ones that's providing that type of help, then please, by all means, reach out to them. Oh, they're also accepting people who are willing to go out there to provide assistance also. Okay, so guys, if you're able, please do so. Reach out and help. Okay, reach out and help. You are the people of this country. Okay, you are the people of this country. Please reach out and help out as much as possible. As do the best you can is what I'm saying. Okay, I understand that people have different means. Whatever you're able to do to help out, guys, please help out. Okay, because I remember back in the days of, I'm not saying that it's my own personal memory, but it's stuff that I've read. I remember hearing stories. Okay, back in the days of Adolf Hitler, when people were being killed, people were on the trains and stuff like that, and people were saying that they heard stuff going by in their neighborhoods. They heard about the rumors and stuff like that. They did absolutely nothing, and for some of them, they didn't realize it was true until it happened to them. Okay, what am I saying? What I'm saying is that you don't want to wait and not do anything, not to reach out to people. Okay, because disasters happen at any time and at any given place. We don't know when disaster will strike. Okay, you want to give so that you want to give so that by the grace of God, the same mercies can be had upon you. Okay, the people you save today may be the people that you get to know tomorrow. It could be you tomorrow. Okay, so my viewpoint, please help out as much as you can. And I understand different people have different means. Help out. I think it's a humane thing to do for people. Okay, all right. This is Philippe, the Learn to Grow guy. Please be sure to how's that go? Subscribe, share. Please share this with people. Okay, share this with as many people as you can. And what's the other one? And like. Yeah, that's the other part. Okay, share, subscribe, and like. And yeah, please help out. Okay, y'all take care.